Wagwan Keloke, what's going on, guys? So look, I know, first off, Sparking Zero is gonna drop within like literally, we're like a month away. We're like 50 days, I think 49 days. Like, it's kind of wild that we're this close for the release date of Sparking Zero. This is for my Naruto Storm connections people, my Storm community guys, and this is me telling you why you guys should be excited for Sparking Zero, because I know a lot of you guys are not big fans of Dragon Ball games, which is wild because one, why aren't you a fan? If you go and watch my gameplay right now, I have a bunch of gameplay uploaded, and the reason why I'm telling you guys to go watch the gameplay is because if you notice, I do a lot of neutral. Yes, I did practice on BT3. For those who don't know what BT3 is Dragon Ball Budokai Tenkaichi 3. I gotta be honest, I did not practice on BT3. All I do is play Storm connections. That's literally all I do. The reason why I point this out is because a lot of the fundamentals from Naruto Storm games in general are in this game, which is wild to say, right? And again, don't attack me for trying to compare Sparking Zero to Naruto, because again, I know for a lot of you guys that's like very disrespectful, but hear me out. The reason why I'm comparing the both is because a lot of the neutral broken stuff that's in Storm Connections is in this game. What do I mean by that? So for the Storm Connections people, you guys know we have this thing called Infinites, where you continue a combo and then you stop your combo and you jump and then you continue the combo again. That's an infinite. Now, in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero and the Budokai Tenkaichi's lore and world, let's just say infinites are different. In that game, it's like infinites are like non-stop. You just gotta keep hitting. That's infinite for them. Now, the term infinite for us in the Storm community is very different. Now, for the Storm community, I'm letting you guys know right now, that's in the game. You can literally like square, square, triangle, square, square, triangle, square, square, triangle, circle, back up, dash forward, throw a key blast, same way we throw kunais to continue combos and items. That's what I'm saying. So now for the Storm Connections people, I'm telling you right now, and I know it's hard for me to explain, I'll show it in video. The same way we throw items and kunai to follow up attacks and combos, well, I said follow, to extend combos, it's in this game. But how, right? And Sparking Zero is Key Blast. With the Key Blast, you can throw a bunch of Key Blasts within your combos. The opponent will get stunned. While the opponent's stunned, you can rush forward and neutral attack, which is square, 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 square. It's so satisfying in Sparking Zero, some of the neutral combos that you could do in this game. And I think I'm probably the only content creator, when I played the game, I did most neutrals than actual ultimates and kamehamehas. I did a lot of neutrals. The reason why I did a bunch of neutrals was because I was using fundamentals from Storm Connections. Then we have backup dash, side dash, and we have side dash to right and left. We have that in Storm as well. So that's in the game. You can literally side dash or back up to dodge certain attacks. Now, the only thing I could say, the way that we have substitution is definitely not in this game. Substitution in this game, you can say, is the instant transmission, where you it's like square circle, but that's within a combo. You can literally teleport behind your opponent when you're like, I'll give you a perfect example, square, square, circle. If you do a square, square, circle, you'll literally teleport behind the opponent depending on where your analog stick is facing. That's the interesting thing about this game, that you can actually do stuff like that. Now, I know a lot of you guys are going to attack me in the comments like, Netchi, like, what are you talking about? How can you compare Storm Connections to Dragon Ball Sparking Zero? What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to educate the Storm community and tell them, like, listen, bro, all of that broken stuff that you guys are into and all those the fundamentals that you guys know, grabs and all that within your neutral combos and just spamming jutsus is in this game. In Sparking Zero, you can do a lot of those things, which is obviously your key. Key is, let's just say, in Naruto Storm Connections, we have chakra. In Dragon Ball, we have ki. Ki is a very big thing in this game. Now, you want to charge your ki. That's like your main thing. Ki's going to be used for so much, just dashing forward, ki charge, dashing to the side and left. You need all that. The ki is so important. Now, you have gauge. Gauge is very similar to your substitution, where you got to be very conservative about how to use it. Because remember, in Naruto Storm, what do? We're very conservative about our substitution. Once you run out of substitution, you can go and be aggressive and attack the opponent. Now, in this game, it's very similar. They have gauge. In Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, they have this thing called gauge, where gauge is going to be very important. The only thing is, though, there's a punishment system that I really love in Sparking Zero, where if I use a counter and that counter counts as 2 out of 5, it subtracts the 2 out of 5. Now I'm left with 3 gauges. Now, depending on how I use my gauge properly, I can end up losing the match. Why? Because then I'm gonna have to force myself to go on defense and probably run away until I get a gauge or 2 gauge. Because again, once you run out of gauge, it's like it's up from there. You gotta be very aggressive in Sparking Zero and just attack as much as possible. Once your opponent runs out of gauge and he's at 0, you need to be aggressive. Like that's the time to be aggressive. Now, there's one thing I noticed with Sparking Zero. There's so many counter systems. There's like your traditional counters from it's like a parry from BT3 that's in the game. Now you have another counter, which is wild. And then perception. It's this game, it has so much to offer. And like the competitive side. Now, if you're a competitive player in Naruto Storm Connections, again, you would love it here. I swear to God, you would honestly love it in Sparking Zero. Sparking Zero should be the game that you should think about taking very serious if you want to play in a competitive level. Now, a lot of people have been enjoying my gameplay because all I do is do a lot of neutral combos. That's what people enjoy. And that's what I was trying to give you guys. But honestly speaking, I did not practice on BT3. And this is for my Dragon Ball Sparking Zero people. What I did was play a bunch of Storm. Yeah, I know that sounds wild, but a lot of the stuff that I learned from Naruto Storm, I was doing it in this game in a weird way, but at the same time, I'm an OG. I played BT1, BT2, couldn't afford BT3 as a kid, but I remember I played the hell out of BT1. And as of right now, I got a Steam Deck, which I could download emulation, and I play BT3 there now too. So it's kind of wild. It's kind of wild to say like the amount of stuff that you can do in this game again. So that's pretty much it for my video. This was basically an educational video on why the Storm community should be very excited about Sparking Zero. And now for my Sparking Zero people, don't attack the Storm community, because I know you guys, how you guys feel about other people coming into your genre. I've been a Dragon Ball fan all my life, have the posters here. I got a bunch of statues here. Like, it's kind of wild how many statues I have for Dragon Ball. Now, that's pretty much it for the video. Like the video and subscribe. I'm out here, guys. Take it easy.
Stay tuned for the next episode on Naruto's YouTube channel.
Talk about some pitiful techniques.